Hello, Path of Exile community. This is Deadeye guy. Making my second video, and I'm gonna go into details about my build, what I did as I leveled up. So I started out. You can see the path takes me this way, but when I started out, I went ahead and branched out this path and took Ballistic Mastery first, because the DPS boost early game really helps you smooth over the leveling experience. So later on, you can come back and pick up the life nodes, but it wasn't necessary in the beginning. And I did not go up to take Vol Pact until late 90s, and I went and took Aspect of Links first, so because it's a really good node and all these are quite efficient. And so I went all the way down here I took the HP nodes here. So all throughout my path I try to take as many efficient HP nodes as possible. And one thing you'll notice is that I did not work on building my Frenzy Charge at all, because I do have Bloodlust, but I ended up not using it in my videos at all, because to be honest, this build doesn't need it. My 2 DPS, even without any sword charges, is more than 50k. It's more than enough to clear tier 15, so I don't have to worry about degen, and which allows me to farm super effectively, and that was really nice. Even with full Magic Find, I can still pretty much one-shot most trash packs with Lightning Arrow. And so I took Acrobatic and Phase Acrobatics, as along with Arrow Dancing. I went all the way down here, took a King of Hill, which is really important, and once you get this node, you sometimes want to play Ice Wall behind your enemy so that you can knock them into and against the Ice Wall for the procs. So a really important thing to take is over here. So you see the Life and Mana Leech. What makes these nodes especially amazing is that instead of leeching off physical damage, like a lot of the nodes over here that are leech related does, this heals based on your attack damage, which includes the elemental damage as long as it's used within an attack. What this means is that when I have mixed damage, I am pretty much completely immune to Reflect. So if you add up these nodes over here, so just from these, I have 2% life leech. So when I can, with these nodes, I can actually run elemental reflect maps, which is quite ridiculous. This is the Voltaxic Lightning Arrow level of immunity and being able to shrug off anything that comes at you. And with just one node that leeches mana from attack damage, I have no problem keeping up my mana because of how much damage I do with each shot. So that's really efficient. And so I took Ball Pack so that I can fully capitalize on this. So there are a couple of setups you can use based on what Reflect there is on the map. So against Elemental Reflect, the setup is you would take this slot is the one I take out and swap around based on what I'm running against. See, physical to lightning support is really good against physical reflect. It converts all my damage into lightning and cold. That way I don't even have to worry about physical at all. So for elemental reflect, I would take out this gem. So no longer converting to lightning, so now I have some physical. And instead I put in Chaos. So you see I lost some DPS, but it's only a couple K, so that's okay. So my damage is still quite good, I'm still blowing through them. But the thing is, because of my Chaos damage and physical damage, I am effectively out-leeching the Reflect. And for maps like that, I'm also running Pure Deal Lightning, which means that I can just shoot into a pack on the elemental resist map, reflect map, without any worries that I might insta KO myself, right? And so that's really flexible. So for people who are like upset that Voltaxic Lightning Arrow is no longer as strong, like this is a really good alternative. Now I want to get into gear. So Reach of the Council is definitely the top tier in-game weapon for this build. You can make do with Windripper. In fact, that while you're farming up, I highly recommend the windripper because it gives you really decent DPS. I was running at like around 30 some K DPS with a windripper with almost the same skill nodes, and I was running both heralds. That way I can shatter and freeze them. And then magic find wise, that's just gonna end up with massive profits. I want to talk about the links I use. I'm lightning arrow, of course. That's our signature attack. So I'm using faster attack, but I'm actually a fan of using something other than faster attack. So you could potentially put in another damage boosting gem. That way, when you trigger Vol haste in the fight, if you have increased duration of Vol haste, you're gonna attack fast enough anyways, and the scaling works better if you have more uptime on Vol haste. If you sock at something other than faster attack support gem. But for now, for general purposes, faster attack is gonna be great for DPS. Weapon elemental damage support, absolutely amazing with this build. So you should always have it. This is the slot I talk about that you slot in for utility, because pure support gem is really good. It gives more damage, which is quite amazing. So you should definitely run it. There's no reason to try to like cheap out on the pierce chance, because this gem, even without the piercing, it's just 30% more projectile damage at level 21. So 29% if you have a level 20 gem. So that's really excellent. This one, a lot of my friends actually asked me about, is I'm using added cold damage support because I do like having the ability to shatter things like porcupine when I'm running Heralds of Ice. So when I'm running Herald of Ice, I am constantly shattering because my crit chance, as you can see in here, my crit chance is quite high. Manhand crit chance almost 42%. So I am constantly freezing and shattering, so it gets rid of a lot of potential problems with certain maps. And the link setup, I have cast when damage taken pretty standard, 9 increased duration, immortal call, and some ice golem. So I chose ice golem because I do like the critical chance and accuracy. Accuracy is amazing because it also grants attack speed. So I'm for blasphemy, I'm running temporal chains, even though a lot of times you're thinking, well, I can off-screen a lot of things and it's fighting at max range, why does it matter? Well, the things that will kill you, one-shot kill you, are usually slow wound out attacks. This just makes it way easier to dodge. And then you want quality on this gem as much as possible. So I'm running Hero Ice. While Haste, I will probably eventually link this up in the boot with increased duration, etc. But right now, I'm using my boost to level spare gems, because I really want to take certain gems to level 21 with a corruption. So as you can see, I'm leveling 2 weapon elemental damage support gems. Yeah, so I'm leveling spare gems with it, and then these are my utility gems. So eventually, I want to optimize it for in-game. That's going to change. Blink arrow with faster attacks. Yeah, that's very standard. Frost wall, spell echo, increased duration, and faster casting. This setup allows you to throw up another frost wall, which allows you to have an interaction with Pierce, lightning arrow, and do decent single target damage. And to be very honest, in the future, if this wall's interaction with lightning arrow gets nerfed, play another build, because the single target DPS, it will literally be like not sufficient for anything. A rare mob will be not killable without Frostwall interaction. So a lot of people are advocating a nerf. I can see where they're coming from, but at the same time, you have to understand how big of a nerf it actually is. So yeah, I think that's all the setups. For gear, yeah, Rat's Nest is really good choice. Reach of the Council, and then just any 6 link. Top of the Rasa serves me just fine for the longest time. Drill neck is really cheap. You should definitely get a drill neck. So one thing is, if you don't corrupt 10% chance to arrow piercing away, you could potentially go to a tree and just take a different path. right? So you can, so instead of taking these two nodes, you could just opt to take this single node, and that the drill neck make up the 10% of missing pierce chance. So you still have 100% piercing no matter the distance. So that's quite good. And I think that covers just about everything. So if you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the stream. And honestly, I mean, I'm not a very popular streamer. I have like a couple people watching me at most. So feel free to add me or just send me a message. Just ask me questions. I don't mind answering them. If I get really busy, I won't respond, but it's never malicious if I don't respond, because I do have you know, work outside of me playing Path of Exile. I'm working on a book, almost like second book. First book did quite well, and I'm also trying to program some games. So yeah, hopefully this helps some people, and yeah, thanks.